Thank you very much, Madam Chairman and committee members, for the opportunity to testify today. I am very proud to represent the Florida Farm Bureau Federation, our state's largest agricultural organization with more than 142,000 members, as well as thousands of farmers and ranchers that live and work in South Florida. We represent farm owners who produce over 300 agricultural commodities, regardless of their scope of operation or location. In normal times, agriculture is the second largest component of the Florida economy. During crisis, it's even more important. Most importantly, agriculture is not dependent upon visitors and population growth for its stability. How has South Florida come from an uninhabitable, unfarmable landscape 100 years ago to the home of more than 8 million people, the most dynamic and productive ag economy east of the Mississippi, and an ecosystem unmatched anywhere in the world? It has been possible because the state of Florida and Congress made the necessary investments in the Central and Southern Florida Project. And we have sustained that support for 7 decades. We're now in the middle of making retrofits to that project on a truly massive scale to achieve more ecosystem benefits than what the original design was able to provide. Therefore, sticking to the entire comprehensive Everglades restoration plan with the proper sequencing of projects without deviation is paramount to the success of Everglades restoration. The planning for this process came to a head in the year 2000 with the approval by Congress of the Comprehensive Everglades Restoration Plan. Since that time, we've spent $6 billion so far, and the Corps announced this past week their plan to spend another $7 billion over the next 10 years. Florida agriculture has been directly involved from the earliest planning stage, and we fully support the suite of projects that are now moving forward. One of the keys to the broad community support that this project has enjoyed was the promise embedded in the federal law that if approved, restoration and the needs of the economy would move ahead together. At a minimum, no legal water use, including environmental water supply, would be reduced as the plan was implemented. If we have one misgiving about where things stand now, it's with the Corps' reluctance to commit that farmers' water supply would not be reduced. When we talk about water supply, we're talking about Lake Okeechobee. The lake is a central feature in the South Florida water management infrastructure, and it provides flood protection, water supply, environmental enhancement, recreation, and navigation to all of South Florida. In 2007, the Corps lowered the lake to accelerate repairs to the Herbert Hoover Dike. That work will be complete in 2 years. Floridians expect the water supply that they had in 2007, the year before the lake was temporarily lowered, to be restored when the work is complete. Farmers are not asking to go back to a high lake level or to receive more water than we had before it was lowered. We will continue to work with the Corps as the new schedule is developed, but we would all feel better if the Corps would acknowledge that water that has been available to farmers for the last 50 years will be a part of any plan as we move forward. The Florida Farm Bureau Federation and its farmer rancher members remain staunch partners with local governments, water management districts, state and federal agencies in this massive restoration effort. We very much appreciate the opportunity to be here today, and we thank you very much for listening to our comments.